I'm your course presenter for this evening. Graham has already done the intros, and you can see just on your screen we are using the hashtag SSGCSEPE tonight. You can also interact with that or the other two @s that are just down the bottom. In terms of the subjects that we will be going through tonight, you can see they're just on your screen. You may have already been made aware of this, okay, but these are school influences, organisations, diet, sport and the media, methods of training, principles of training, and international sporting events. Just a tiny bit of housekeeping before we get going on to some of the tasks. Tonight is a revision session, so hopefully you will know a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, and we will be going through some small partner discussions, some quick tasks, and some explanations from me. We'll be looking at some exam questions, how to answer exam questions properly, and various other things. Just make sure you've got either the activity pack that was sent out to you or plenty of plain paper around for you to scribble on, make notes. It might be that you just want to do some of the things during the tasks that help you as we go. If you are partnered up, that would be great, because a lot of the stuff will be discussions and then we move on. I will try my best to keep the pace of this to a decent degree for everyone. I'll try not to go too fast. I'll try not to go too slow. If the room does feel I'm going a little bit too fast, just let me know, and I'll try and slow it down very, very slightly. Okay, we'll get ourselves going, and our first topic is school influences. This one for me as a teacher is one that I find my students struggle with quite a lot. They often forget to revise it, and it's one of those that it really has two main factors that we're going to be focusing on tonight, and it's mainly how schools specifically impact you as a pupil. Okay, and they do that in two ways. It's either your impact on you in a positive way and how you experience sport in school and outside of school, or it's your participation and your performance. So how does your school affect your participation levels in sport, whether it's in lessons, whether it's outside of school, and how does it affect your performance levels? And it's going to come in two ways here. It's either going to increase your participation and your performance, or it's going to decrease your participation and performance. Just before we get into the influences of this, there's a small task, because we need to look at how and why PE is offered to you in school. In your activity packs, there are two small unfinished spider diagrams. In a moment, there's going to be a series of words come up on your screen, and what I would like you to do is pull out the correct words for why you think PE is offered in school. I'll do this task. I'll give you a minute. You can discuss it. You can write it down. When you're ready, off you go. It's 15 seconds gone. .30 seconds to go. Final 10 seconds. Okay, hopefully you would have pulled out some of the correct answers. I'm just going to show you these correct answers and also explain them very, very briefly. So why do schools have PE for you in lessons and various other things? Okay, so the first, hopefully you've pulled out, is that it is to increase health and fitness levels of its students. We know there is an obesity problem in this country and other problems at the moment, so to make sure young people are young, fit and healthy, we have PE in school. Secondly, okay, to balance subjects that are taught in your school. There are many subjects within your school that are quite theoretical. PE is offered to help balance those subjects to make sure that there's practical elements for those that maybe not are quite as theoretical as others. You've got things like drama and art that are also very, very similar. It's just to balance the subjects that are taught within your curriculum, to provide you with a qualification. So you can have a qualification for English, science and maths. Why can't you have a qualification for physical education? To prepare you for physical activity when you leave school. This is quite an important one at the moment, because when pupils leave school, whether it's when you're 16 or after you've left sixth form, there is a big dropout rate in those that take part in physical education or any activity outside of school. So we are hoping that within school, if you've had good experiences and you've maybe joined clubs and things like that, you will keep going and continue increasing health and fitness and taking part in that physical activity. Next one is to learn positive values. These values are things that are in society are very, very useful. Okay, learning things that are right and wrong, learning good teamwork skills, communication skills, all these different things are really important within your PE lessons. And if you can learn them through PE, you can then show them in the wider society, and hopefully that will help you as you move forward in life. And the last one, which I would hope you would all are definitely well aware of, is that it is compulsory. Okay, the government says that we have to offer physical education in schools. It used to be compulsory, that it was 2 hours of physical education every week. Okay, it's now no longer compulsory, but it is still a recommendation. So I would imagine most of you still get around 2 hours of core PE a week, if not that little bit more. Okay, so that is why PE is offered in school. We now need to look at how PE is offered in school. So it's exactly the same task again. Okay, this time I want you to pull out the different ways in which you are offered physical education in school. Again, I will give you 1 minute, or when you're ready, off you go.